Hey guys, Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Young Justice episode 22 called Agendas. In this episode of Young Justice, we get to see a big centric episode with Superboy. We've been getting to see centric episodes with Miss Martian, Kid Flash, and now it's Superboy's turn. We get to learn a lot more of, I guess, his Katniss, like the Katniss Project, and we get to see him go back to that, and we get to learn a lot more about Superboy. We learn that Superboy is not totally Kryptonian. We learn that he is half human. But where is that human DNA coming from? We know that his Kryptonian DNA came from Superman, and now his human DNA comes from Lex Luthor. If you read the comic books, you knew that he is half human and half Kryptonian, and he does share DNA of Lex Luthor and Superman. If you really like that concept, I do recommend you to read Superboy, Boy of Steel, which is I think Jeff Johns writes it, and Francis Manapul does the art for it, and it's a really great story. Him trying to decide if he is, more Superman or more Lex Luthor, and if it's a good thing, a bad thing. So he's trying to find himself in that issue, in those issues, in that in that graphic novel, and in trade you could probably get into. So that's definitely a good story if you liked this episode of Young Justice a lot. I'm a big Superman fan because of that graphic novel and because of that story. So I was very excited, just learning a little bit about this episode. I was very excited to get to see this episode, what would be the differences in Young Justice, and really you can see there's not a lot. You can see that Superboy is angry, that he is related to Lex Luthor. He's very, I guess, he doesn't know what to do because he's related to Lex Luthor. And Lex Luthor is playing it smart because he says, son, I give you gifts and I will never ask you to return them. And I'm going to be a father figure that Superman could never be. Superman was never a father figure, but I could give you that. So he's playing it very smart because he knows what Superboy wants. In Superman, he always wanted a father figure or just someone to look up to, someone to be able, a role model, I would say. So obviously he does not want, Superboy's smart enough to know that he does not want Lex Luthor as a role model, but he knows half of him comes from Lex Luthor. So he's going to have to decide, am I more Superman or am I more Lex Luthor? So that's going to be definitely, I think, big as episodes go on. And I think he's going to decide that he's more Superboy than anything. He is his own person, even though he's a clone of both. He makes his own choices, and I think we will learn more about that as episodes go on, and I think he will learn more about that also. And as this episode's going on, Superboy's not the only person who has a story in this episode. We get to see the Justice League wanting to get more teammates on their team, and they're trying to think of who's the best. Red Arrow, Plastic Man, Miss Martian, all these people. They have all different range of different people go on the team, and they try to decide who's on the team. They leave us on a little of a cliffhanger to decide who's going to be on this team, and we don't know who's going to be on the Justice League, who's going to join the Justice League, who might even get away from the Justice League, who should be kicked out of the Justice League, because they don't even know if Captain Marvel deserves a spot on the Justice League, which is another thing, which was a big topic in this episode. So I really did enjoy both the stories of the Justice League, trying to decide who should be on their team, who shouldn't be on their team. I liked that portion of the episode, and I really liked the Superboy portion of this episode. I thought this was a solid episode. I wish we got to see a little bit more of the Young Justice team, because we haven't really seen them together that much, because we have been having these centric episodes. So I'm hoping, even though we could have a centric episode, I think we should have at least a little glimpse of the team in each episode. That way we get to see the team as a whole, even though we have these centric episodes. But I'm very happy we've been getting these centric episodes. I think they're the best episodes so far, because we get to learn not just, Superboy's this, Superboy's this, or Miss Martian's this. We get to learn a little bit more about that character, because we get to see it from their point of view. As a whole team, sometimes you can't learn about a character as much, because you only see them as the team. You never get to see them as their person. So I'm glad we're getting to see each character we learn more about them. And I think next episode is going to be about Artemis, which I'm very excited about also because she has a big backstory also. I think all these characters have a big backstory, and I'm excited to see more episodes of Young Justice and these backstories. So definitely a great episode, definitely a solid episode. I say watch it. If you're a big Superboy fan like I am, even before the series came out, I was a big Superboy fan. So definitely, I think you'll enjoy this episode. Definitely watch it. If you're not a big Superboy fan, you might actually become a big Superboy fan because of this, because you learn a little bit more about him. And I think that's also another great thing about these centric episodes is that you learn more about the character, and that makes you enjoy the character a little bit more. Maybe your least favorite character becomes your favorite, or at least it becomes more likable. So this is Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed. In the description below, there'll be a link for my Twitter. I'll just have comic book news, reviews I'll be doing, and topic videos I'll be doing, and just news about my channel. And also, don't forget to follow my other YouTube channel on Twitter. In the description below, there'll be a link for that also, and just have news about those videos. So I hope you enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. I give 4 stars, and I say you should watch this episode, especially if you're a big Superboy fan like I am. And tell me your opinions about this episode in the comments below. Bye, guys.